at the Department of Energy, Tezpur University. He is former Dean, Research and Development at Tezpur University, former Dean of Students' Welfare, former Head of the Department of Energy at Tezpur University. His areas of specializations are biofuel and bioenergy systems, development of renewable catalyst, catalytic transformation of biomass into biofuel and chemicals, modern biofuel and biorefinery, algal-based biofuel system, etc. He is the honorary advisor in Renewable Energy Resource Institute of Integrative Omics and Applied Biotechnology. He was invited as visiting scientist at Federal University of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, in 2018, and Institute of Materials and Environmental Chemistry, Budapest, in 2017, at EBO Academy, University, Finland. Professor Deka attended the Leadership for Academicians Program LEAP at Tata Institute of Social Science, Mumbai, in 2020, and the second cohort of Leadership for Academician Program LEAP at University of Pennsylvania, USA, in 2021, sponsored by Ministry of Education, Government of India. Sir, we believe that your expertise as a researcher yourself and also your association with as Dean of Research and Development has overall great significance for this session on research and development. So we request to kindly enlighten our participants on this very important topics. Thank you so much. So our slides are visible.
Visible, but it is not scroll down. Hello?
Sir, you can use the reading mode.
Why don't?
There is a reading mode, sir, in the
reading mode. Okay, okay.
Yes, yes. That will easy. That will be very easy.
Window share. It's difficult to. Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
But scroll down is not yet done. Scrolling. Hello, Iqbal. It is not scroll down slide. It is static. I don't know what's the problem. Hello, Iqbal.
Sir, please share the entire screen.
Enter screen. Okay.
Yes, sir. Then it will be very easy, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Now, please open the PPT and it will show.
Where is the PPT? I have not got it, PPT.
Sir, you can minimize the meeting.
Huh?
You can minimize this meeting page. Then you will see your desktop.
Okay.
Yes. Now you can find the PPT. Yes, sir. You can see everything.
Now it is coming?
Yes, sir.
Is okay?
Yes. Perfect, sir. Perfect.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Nice. So,
Yes, sir.
Sorry,
Yes, sir.
participant. Good afternoon to everyone. And thanks to MMTCC, Tezpur University, for giving me this opportunity to speak few words on research in higher education. And whatever I come to know, our participants from all across the India, different part of India, I'm so happy to see all of you that you have participated in this very important session and very important this program. So let me tell about this. for me, actually, research in higher education to going ahead on this. Before going ahead on this, so I was earlier in Tezpur University itself as a faculty members. 29 years I was in there. Then after that I have been here now currently in a Blattodea University as a vice chancellor. Just 1 year back I joined here. So this is a basically this is only to the discussion. There will be nothing else about the research in higher education discussion, so that everybody can participate and we can discuss each other. Out of the participants, somebody may have more highlighted, some things might be there. So please don't hesitate to share, with them, don't hesitate to discuss. So my outline of the presentation will be I just uh, trying to give my presentation only this different disciplinary outlines. There will be introduction. I'll try current status of research, research related issues, research relevant to NEP 2020, 2020, and conclusion will be there. So what actually before going again, I like to tell you that current status on the current status before going concern, let me tell this about the actually for a university. Perhaps you are from different colleges and universities, but university, whatever I understand, university, it's if we think it is a process of generating manpower, then this process input must be necessary, and this input, whatever we can say, either raw material also, this input will be come from student is your input. One of the input is a student for a university or a colleges, and internal external research projects. So project will be necessary for just project, and this study is like that. When you may be expert theoretically in some field, but you have a project, then it is just like bread and butter. You might eat like bread, very different type of bread, but bread is attached with the butter. Butter, if you take some butter with the bread, certainly you will agree with me. This bread and butter will be a good combination for consume. Likewise, for a university students and project, research project, especially the research, I would say development in a university, in the process of university is a very essential, because output will be, suppose finished product will be, I mean to say research outcome will be there and graduates outcome will be there. Research outcome, I can say from the research outcome, student can be enlightened again what actually the currently from any topic, whatever research outcome is there, students will be easily understood after believing this. So this is the, then you have to deliver to the society. This is the whole things. And if you see this again, some elaborately, I have just tell you. So research and education is two important things. Education, whatever you understand, maybe academic development, academic performance, academic assessment. Then research development is performance assessment is important for research and development. Ultimately, quality research outcome and graduate with this desirable quality, it will come when you have to attach the education with the research. And this, let us discuss with them, because a lot of things has to be discussed. I think I'll go directly to the current status of research in India. If we see the research and technology development in India, investment, because actually research investment, it has been most of the time we are telling that our investment is very, very less. In 2020 to 21, GDP investment, it will be based on the GDP, or then it is 0.6%. But if we compare with some of the developed countries who are very good researchers, in it was founded in mainly this data, very little data has been said, so I can giving you not latest data but earlier data. US 2.8% their research investment out of GDP, China 2.1% out of GDP, Israel 4.3%, South Korea 4.2%. Then you now know the status of these countries, the importance of research and development and the technology and innovation they have made currently in the world. And developed countries R&D expenditure, comparatively most developed countries they mostly allocate mostly 2 to 4%. But this in OCAD country, member countries, average to 2.7% GDP as per report is concerned, and US and UK they have a 2% over the past decade. But our India, it has been advocated that 1%, at least 1%, ideally 3% GDP is necessary for investment until 2047. And what is the consequence of this? Per lakh population, if you see the research, sir, in case of India, it is 25 to 30 in India, whereas China, it is per lakh, it is 150 to 160, and US, it is 420 to 450. Number of researchers are more because due to the investment, more fund is available. Ultimately, they are getting lot of, I would say, fund allocation. But as India GDP has increasing, ultimately our allocation also increasing different sectors. Suppose different of science and technology around this year allocation is around 20,000 crore. And AI and geospatial initiative, because perhaps we are agreed that now AI is coming just like anything. AI, everywhere you are employing AI. Here also not less than 20,000 crore rupees, but it is not specified. Maybe more than this also it may be invest depending upon our development, our requirement. And semiconductor manufacturing now it is important, important. It is 6,903 and National Quantum Mission around 6,000. India Semiconductor Mission around 18,000 crore or in crore. Atal Tinkering Labs, that is Atal Innovation Mission set up by NEP O&S. There also it is not specified based on the requirement. I think they will some allocation. That means our though GDP our percentage is going down, but total allocation is also more. And there is another dismay situation is that our still business sector has not come forward to invest in the our research and development. Our 37% only we are investing. But whether if we compare with the developed countries where the good research are going on, where is a dream for every person to go to the developed countries for research, they are investing business sector 68% on average. In my case, I have an experience. I went to Federal University Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. There I have saw that Petrobras is a big. There I have seen that Petrobras is a big oil company. In case of Rio de Janeiro University, they have invested most of the fund for develop the laboratories. Ultimately, the research related to the Petrobras company has been done in the Rio de Janeiro University, Brazil. So I have seen myself how nicely they have made the different laboratories and instrument availability is there. For our researchers, a big program now. Every time in our university, also new university, I have seen that for a students or for a faculty, if they are interested for research, they have to find out their friends in different good university or good institution of India or some other places to do their research or analysis. This is program. This is a problem we are facing now. But it is not only like our Indian government can do this. Indian government share is still high, 56%. But it is difficult for Indian government to cover all of the, I would say, institutional research organization or university to give a state-of-the-art research facility, which is very difficult right now. And this is the main case, but the private sector should come forward. And we should have in the academy, in academy industry relationship that I will come later on. We have to give them the confidence that if they will invest the money here, they will get the feedback. They will get the money returned. That is actually some gap is there. What are the gap? I'll come forward. So, and out of the government funding, 56%, if you see major funding is now going to for research, DRDO, Department of Science and Technology, DAE, all this, they have been, major funding is going on. So these are the another difficulties. But we will some type of very important research area is developed by Indian scientists, mainly nuclear technologies, then green technologies, alternative energy, semiconductor, artificial intelligence, brain science, biotechnology. These are all equally important, different type of, I'm going to say, areas where our scientists are working, and other areas also been there. A lot of humanities and social science areas also. People are working very nicely. They are publishing papers, and their findings are also very important. But due to the facility available and other things, some hindrance is there. I cannot say we don't have a very good researcher lot of Indian researchers are doing well, and not in India also, in abroad they are doing well, very nice. Their findings are very nice. India itself nowadays, our researchers are very serious, and they are doing very serious research. Whatever information I have, so you see, in case of Indian electronics import, still it is about USD 400 billion in 2020. So this is the one of the case that electronics case in electronics area, a lot of things has to be done. In Assam itself, I am from Assam. I would like to tell that 27,000 crore one project, Tata project is already under construction in India in Nagaon areas, Dagir areas. So lot of peoples we need, might be lot of people's employment, and lot of I would say product will be developed there in case of an in that industry, semiconductor industry. So like way our and in defense sector also right now I'll be very happy to share defense sector also. Currently lot of defense related I would say missile other things that India are able to develop because our investment is there. That is one of the very important thing is the fund and investment should be there, and we should, and either government or other private sector should have to convince their investment that if we invest this university or this institution, they will get the feedback result. And gross domestic expenditure already I told you, though it is, seems to be later it seems to be very less, but total investment is higher. Okay, so then sometimes in research, some things though we know, lot of all you know, but I think you are very serious researcher. All you know, some I would say terms are related. Some terms are related, which you have to know clearly. So my interest is to give you this idea on this term. That means, suppose what is the citation? What is your citation? Generally, Google Scholar, if you put your name and if you have a Google Scholar account, then immediately you can find out your citation. Then citation, actually, what is citation? Suppose you have different number of papers, then what is the citation of this? Citation, actually, it is a source of information. Citation means source of information. How it is source of information? Then if one another paper, one other writer wants to cite your paper, then that information will get from your paper. Suppose it will be he found it relevant, that it is explicitly refers to the another paper, then some indicate, then full reference in the main paper, some indication of the your paper will be given, whatever he like, that this is the part I should mention in my paper, which has been cited by others people, which has been written by other people's, author is other. Then this full reference he or she will be given in the bibliography. This is the general practice we are doing. Here example is one example also given. Suppose paper A is cited by paper B. That means paper B use or refer to paper A. So reference is coming for paper A. So previous. So what is the line? You see the line. Previous work on analog ovulators reveal problem with calibration and precision. This is the line they have taken from Tinker and Taylor, 1973. So bibliography, when this in the bibliography it will be given, it will different bibliographic pattern is there. So this pattern, suppose different journal pattern is also different, some university pattern is also different, and some SCA pattern also been there. So this the bibliography you see, Tinker RA and Taylor RCC, two authors there, 1973. This is their topic, actually research topic, empirical evaluation of analog ovulators and mixometers. This is published in the Journal of Drastic Devices, volume 18, number 3, pages this much. Or this can also be written like way. Tinker and Taylor, Tinker and CC. This is the topics, Journal of Drastic Devices. This instead of written volume, somewhere it can be written 18, and issue number is 3. Then this is a page number, and this is the year. So this is depending upon the what are the pattern actually the this journal is following. What are the pattern actually bibliographical pattern is following by the different university. So this way, if suppose this paper is cited in one another paper, then this authors will get one citation. That means his citation number will be increased. Citation, so it is a very important one. That is one they are how authors give proper credit to the work and idea of others. So the paper A authors, how he has given credit to the other authors. This is also one of the way. And uh, uh, importance. That is, if you get more citation, that means your paper is more influential and more importance you are getting on that research areas. So yeah, that means one researcher have a more citation, total number of citation, then that means his paper is more important than the other papers, than the other authors or other researchers. If citation, you have maybe 100 papers, but citation is very less, then it will means that your citation is less. That means your papers are not so much importance. Then another important parameter or important points generally we should know as a researcher is the impact factor. Generally, it is a journal's importance. How journal is important, and how journal is important, because before you publishing any paper, you have to see the impact factor of the journal. If impact factor is high, your paper published in a high impact factor, it will certainly give you some more value in case of a research area. In the research area, this will give you more value. So you have to see the impact factor. But what is the impact factor? How it is calculated? Generally, this indexing, this database, there are different database. I'll come. Generally, Web of Science, they generally calculate the impact factor of the journal and Web of Science. Then this formula, suppose 2 years, they have calculated 2 years. Suppose citation in 2024, if I have to calculate, then this is the formula. That citation 2024, the citation in 2024, impact factor, if I have to evaluate impact factor, then citation in 2024, if I have to find out, then previous 2 year paper published citation I have to count. Then total number of paper published in 2022-23. Out of this, then citation will come out. So generally I told you higher citation means higher impact factor means journal is more influential. Then H index. Another parameter is H index. H index was suggested in 2005 by George Hirsch, a physicist at UC San Diego, University of California, San Diego. The H index measures both the productivity and citation impact of research work. So here, earlier impact factor and citation, you will find out the journals, impact factor, good journal. But if your H index is high after publishing, if you get that you are getting a high H index, then that means that your journal productivity and citation impact is very high. Suppose what is H index? You can explain like way. H, if they have the published H paper, each of which has been cited at least H time. So H, a citation index, it has been denoted as H, and H paper that has been cited at least H times. Suppose you have a 10 papers, each paper has cited at least 10 citation. If you get 10 citation of the each paper, 10 papers, you got a 10 citation, then your H index in 10. Yeah, that is more elaborately later on. Also, I will elaborate later on. I have some slide on this. I10. I10 index, that means 10 times. It is citation, at least 10 citation you need. This is earlier example only, H index. Maybe you have a 36 papers and each has a 36 citation, then your H index will be 36. But in the I10 index, minimum 10 citation you need. If you have a 15 papers and papers cited 10 times, then your I10 index will be 15. In a 15 papers, all 15 papers cited 10 times minimum. This is your citation, I10 index will be 15. Generally, I10 index is considered by Google scholars. So you have to, if you are already, I mean to say, registered in Google Scholar, very good. If you are not registered, you should register your name in Google Scholar. So you can see yourself, what are your position as a researcher in worldwide or in the among the researcher worldwide, you can see. So let me summarize this. I discussed citation, I discussed impact factor, I discuss H index, I discuss I-10 index. Then this summary, in a summary, I can say citation. I already told you this measures recognition of a paper or idea. Whether your paper is good for the other people, whether paper is have some value to the other publication, that will be the recognition by citation. So use for paper author impact. That is what is the purpose of this. Impact factor, I already told you, journal quality. It will give you the journal quality based on citation average. Then by of this, the impact factor journal ranking is done. H index, researcher productivity plus impact. So I already told you I can publish 100 papers, but our H index is very less. Then and your friend have a 100 papers, but his H index is very high. Maybe those have H index, more H index, he will be a good researcher. And I-10 index, number of papers with 10 citation minimum, Google Scholar profile. That is clear for I think all of you. Then citation index. Citation index, this is a database actually. Earlier I discussed about the citation. Now I am coming to the citation index. There's record, how database or where metrics we can keep the records and track your, I would say, citation and papers, the records, where articles have been cited, how many times cited, by whom cited, all these things will be there. This is a record citation index. So if you go to the citation index, you can find the record. So popular citation index are there. It's connect. So citation, another thing is that connect the researcher, research paper through their references, allows researcher to find influential paper in the field. There's a very citation index. So these are some index, some of the citation index. We can go with the one is the Web of Science. Web of Science, that is science citation is there. Then social science citation index is there, and arts and humanities citation index there. SCI science citation, social science citation, arts and humanities citation. All this has been, I would say, dealt by the Web of Science. This is one of the citation database. Your database where you have published the paper, your database will be there. SCI, SSCI, and SSR, and this is managed by Clarivate. And this Clarivate, this is one of the oldest and most respected indexes. Whatever is carrying on from long times, use the science citation index. Mainly science citation index, they are using Web of Science. Then Scopus, perhaps you know Scopus. Scopus is also one of the database or indexes. This Scopus, this is managed by Elsevier. They covers more journal than Web of Science, include citation, H index. Even Scopus also include if you publish a paper in case of some good conferences. That also include the Scopus. But Web of Science are not including any paper published in the good conferences. So not all conferences, some conferences it also include the Scopus, Web of Science not included. Then Google Scholar citation. This Google Scholar citation also very, very important. Immediately you can see it Google if you I would say registered in the Google Scholar, then it is free. Scopus is not free. Web of Science is also not free, but Google Scholar is free. Broader coverage including books, thesis, and non-peer-reviewed works also. So all this has been included in the Googles. In the Indian Citation Index, the ICI is there, Indian journals, private firm is maintaining, but it is very less cited. In the people are not less interested on Indian Citation Index, focus on Indian academic content. So these are some of the citation index or database where you can find out your papers, where you can see that how many times your paper has been cited by what other people cited. All these things will be in the database. Whatever. So earlier on the citation, you can find out the citation that you can see, but here all this database you can see in these indexes. Then this type of popular indexing. So indexes. So indexing is the process by which a journal is listed in a recognized database. Okay, then again SCI, I already told you, Science Citation Index, Science Citation and Social Science Citation Index, then Science and Engineering and Social Science Engineering, all this, and HCI, already I told you, these have been maintained by Clarivate, one company. Then Scopus is maintained by multidisciplinary users, Elsevier. PubMed, Biomedical Life Science, US NLM, they have maintaining. UGC Care also, it is Indian journals was maintained in a database in the UGC Care, but it has been stopped now. I think, or going to be stopped, I think, UGC Care, because peer reviewed journal is considered by the UGC now. And Open Access Journal, DOAG, Director of Open Access Journal, this is another organization is there. But mostly, they are afraid, mostly the IFO database is considered by the, I'm going to say, either Web of Science or Scopus or PubMed also. These are the database where your journal will give if his database is there, your journal, then it has been mostly considered in the research area, in the, I'm going to say, in the research environment, that you're published in a good journal. And example, it was an index journal in Scopus, it means that if it is published in the Scopus, then what will be there? It follows quality peer review standard. That means nowadays, in case of other journal also, peer reviewer there, but in case of Scopus, they were very critical peer reviewer there. If you publish in Scopus, there is your research paper has been peer reviewed very critically, and it has been established fact, they have been agreed. So so you can get this Scopus, that is this article you can discover in the Scopus database. Researcher may consider it credible for promotion, citation, and academic evaluation. So Scopus is more desirable than all of the indexes. Suppose your citation count is 4,355. You have got a citation 4,355. Then your published research paper have been cited 4,350 times by other researcher authors or academic sources. That is, whatever you have published, your paper, research paper, 4,000 researchers, 4,000 times it has been cited by different researchers. So what that it indicates, you see, citation 4,355. What it shows, your work has influenced many others. That means whatever work you have done, whatever you have published, you got this citation. That means your work is really recognizable work, and you have done very nice work in your field. And other researchers really recognize you, and they have cited. It's being referred to in 4,350 different places, paper, maybe thesis, maybe books, etc. It has been referred. Research impact. If it is so much of citation, then your research impact, you have a strong research presence in your field. Others are building upon your findings. So you are giving good findings of the research, and others have taken your research as a reference, your reference. So it is a very important research if you got so high citation. Academic recognition, it is a positive indicator for promotion, award, grant, and institution ranking. So if you have a very high citation, then this will be certainly help you in getting different research grant also, along with your promotion awards. Okay, and additional note, so if the citations are from high quality journal, that adds even more value. That is, I already told you, high quality journals, that means what are the high quality journal? High impact factor journal. If you publish there and you get the citation from this, then it's a more quality value. More your citation count is more meaningful when you view it along with. Then citation, you have to view it along with H index, I-10 index, and field weighted impact compared to average in your field. So all this also, then if you compare with this, then your citation is very high. That means you will get a very good, I would say, value on your research publication. Example of interpretation, if we have 25 papers and 4,350 citation, that a very high average 174 citations per paper. Suppose 25 papers, but you have very high citation. That is, your paper number are less, but you got a very high citation. That means average, if you get average per paper, you will get 174 citation. That is very influential. Then I discussed about the citation index also I discussed, impact factor, H index, and I-10 index. Above this, nowadays, if you see some Elsevier journal, then in the Elsevier journal, another term you will get. site score. Impact factor generally Web of Science, but Scopus journal, they are mentioning one of the term site score. Site score, actually site score is a Scopus is maintaining site score. Scopus actually, when you speak about the Scopus, this Scopus is not an acronym. It is, the name was inspired by the Hamarkop bird, known for its excellent navigation skill. So this is the excellent. So this is Scopus. Actually, it is the database. Why do you recognize full form? It is the name of a scientific abstract and citation database. So this Scopus, they have maintained this site score in a 4-year period. Earlier, in case of impact factor, the Web of Science maintained 2 years period, but here 4-year period of citation. Here you see site score. Here citation in the year X to document published in the previous 4 years. Earlier it was 2 years. Now it is 4 years. Suppose 2025, then last 4 years citation journal will be calculated, and number of document published in previous 4 years, total number of document published in previous 4 years, all will be calculated. Then the site score will be determined. So likewise the site score, if you more higher site score, is good, because earlier impact factor 2 years were considered. Sometimes it was difficult to find out the journal good or not. When 4-year citation is there, site score, then it will be better. You see, key features, data source for this site score. Data source is Scopus database, LCVR. Citation window, 4 years. Document type include articles, reviews, conference paper, book chapter, all are included. And updated, it is updated annually. Purpose, measures average citation per document, indicating journal influence. In comparison with impact factor, already I told you, there is impact factor Clarivate, there is Web of Science, database was Web of Science, and site score, this database Scopus. Citation window, here 4 years, here 2 years. And data score Scopus, data score is Web of Science. Document type included here, in case of Scopus, article, reviews, conference paper, book chapter. I already told you, in case of impact factor, very less amount of database is included, data documents is included, mainly articles and reviews. So again, I just come to the H index. Suppose your H index is 36. What that it means? That means your 36 publication each has been cited at least 36 times. You have 36 publication, it has been cited at least 36 times. So if you have, if you go to this is understanding H index graphically. Suppose paper number 1, 2, 3, 35, 36, 37, 38. Then citation. Suppose paper number 1, you get a citation 450. Paper number you get 400 citation. Paper number 3, you had got 370 citation. 30, then 35 number of paper, you got 40 citation. But 36 number of paper, you get 36 citation. So your citation will be 36. But 37, you got the citation 35. That means you have a same paper, same size. That means your paper 36 number of papers, you have got the 36 times cited by different author. That means your H index is calculated on the basis of this. Your H index is 36. That means that's much importance you have in your paper average. So sometimes you may encounter another literature, gray literature or gray literature, whatever it may be. These are a government, organization, business, individuals. That is a commercially published. So you should keep it in mind. Sometimes gray literature is nothing but a governmental publication. Then after discussing all of this citation other things, I'd like to shift to the patent research related output India and China and USA. Just comparing this patent application per year. In case of China, this leads the world in patent application, highest application in patent. Over 1.5 million patent application annually, mostly domestic. Over 1.5 million patent application annually. So high. Strong state-driven push for innovation and application. Generally, they are from domestically, they have been pushed forward for public, for I would say file patent. But US is less than this, 6 lakh to 7 lakhs. But they are high international participation. International participation They are mostly China is domestic and USA is mostly international participant. Many non-US applicants also been there in case of US, and so small, strong private sector innovation, technology, pharmacy, or aerospace. Though whatever patent they have been, that has been taken by different type of company, organization, USA patent. They are more highly impactful. India is much lower, 50,000 to 70,000 annually, and however increasing steadily. But in case of India, whatever is that, whatever my observation is that as a researcher, in case of my case also, generally our interest is to, if we get some good results in the research, immediately our interest is to publish it. But our less interest to I mean to say go for a patenting or for a applied patent. And this is the happening because our other patent process also been somehow some difficulties is there. But most of the things now have been make it very easy. So you can go for you can just IPR sale or whatever it may be. If your university has, then you have to think about this. Whatever you get novelty, if you get immediately from a research, then immediately you go for a patenting. That we are not getting, that we are not doing, because we publish the paper. After publishing the paper, maybe most of the developed countries or other researchers immediately pick up, or this under this area also we can do the research. Ultimately, they are getting the cream also. So this is the case in the Indian science, Indian patent scenarios. Patent grant, if you say, so there is a patent, there is a three step of the patent. One is the patent applied patent. After 18 months, it will come as a published patent. After published patent, if your patent application accepted, after 18 months or so, Indian patent, that will be it will be published patent, and after few years, maybe 2 or 3 years, it will be granted patent. So patent grants, in case of we see, China is leading in patent grant. Okay, they are leading in the USA. I already told you high quality and high impact patent, and global innovation indices are there. India patent grants still lag, but improvement are underway. So India patent, it takes more time to grant the patent. Lot of things has to be examined in other things. So process is somehow lengthy than the other countries. So our total patent grant in comparison to China and USA are less. R&D and patent conversion rate, USA, let us see, USA high R&D spending per capita and a strong conversion rate from research to patent. That is the very, very important. Their spending also high, and they are spending immediately. All the researchers, all the scientists, immediately they have a strong conversion to the patent research finding. And China, massive R&D investment, focus on quantity, but quality is catching up. That is also one of the important. And but our R&D expenditure less than 1%. Already I told you, R&D expenditure also less. Fewer researcher, hence lower output in patent. That is one of the R&D. Whatever R&D investment less, we are doing R&D. Our interest to publish it the papers. So ultimately, our conversion to the patent is also less. Key takeaways from this, we can whatever takeaways we can do it. China dominate in volume of patent filing. Focus on rapid expansion. Their volume, total volume, they are very much interested. Total volume of China should dominate. So that is their interest. But US focus on high value, commercially valuable patent. That is the difference from China and US. And India, patent ecosystem is developing. So our lot of researchers sometimes it does not know how patent should file, what type of things we should go for a patenting, what are the procedure, how we have to file the patent. These things needs a strong I would say training, IPR sale, linkage, R&D industry linkage. A lot of things is necessary in India. But the good news is that India's number of granting patent and filing patent is increasing in the nowadays. And publication. Let me see the publication. So this share of scientific publication compared to China and the USA, these are based on the latest data 2023. Sources are Scopus, Web of Science, and UNESCO Science Report. Here is a comparison. Some comparison I like to give you so that we can get some ideas where we are as a researcher. Scientific publication, share of global output, China global share, out of global share, very high publication in China in case of China, 28 to 30%. Remarks, global's largest producer of scientific papers, repeat goals since 2010. US 15 to 17% global share, but I told you whatever they publish, they are strong in high impact journals and citation. Whatever they publish, they are strong, very valuable, top in Nobel winning science. This is they may publish one or two, might be journal, one researcher, but they are ultimately leading to Nobel winning science. India, global share 5 to 6%. It is rapidly growing. It is not that earlier it was very, very less. Now it is growing, especially engineering, computer science, chemistry, biotechnology also now has been added. So these are rapidly growing in case of scientific, India's scientific publication. India field where we live, engineering and technology, material science, chemistry, computer science. India rank among top 5 in publication output in some of this field. So this is a good news. Top 5 position out of this field. Material science, good. Chemistry, we are good. Computer science also. These are we are going on. That means we are in the line. It is not that we are very much away from the worldwide research arena. Additional insight, China leads in volume but still catching up in average citation per paper. That is also US consistently leads in quality and citation. India growth driven by government scheme. Now Inspire, SARP, external higher education, the ANRF also have come now. So I think India can grow well. India's share of publication across journal quality. So perhaps you have heard about the Q1 and Q2 journal. So this is a chemistry, say, discuss about the chemistry. India Q1 journal publication, if we have a sketch on research, 2015 to 2019, then it has been found that India 39% of the chemistry paper are in Q1 journal. But whereas China Q1 journal is 53.6%, USA 53.8%, Q1 journal. So what are the Q1 and Q2 journal? Let me go this, I think, yes. Q1 and Q2, perhaps Q1, Q2 journal, this in the subject area, top 25% journal, highest quality. This top 25% highest quality, they are called top 25% Q1. Same area, subject area, if it is 25 to 50%, Q2 journal. Then Q3 journal, moderate quality and visibility is there 50 to 75%, Q4 bottom 25%, lowest rank. And then you have to find out your Q1, Q2 journal and Q3 journal, your journal status after publication of the or before going publication. This is a quality journal. If you can able to publish in your subject area in Q1 journal, that means you are publishing in a very good journal. So on that basis of though impact factor and site score is also there, but you can have to find out the journal of Q1 and Q2 journal. Okay, that is you have to see the Q1 quartile ranking. This which is called quartile ranking of the journal. Quartile ranking. So 4 quartile it has been divided the journals subject area wise, and quartile journal you can publish it. And so SCI Imago journal ranking. This journal ranking also been there because this journal ranking you see site score in base. These are Q1, Q2, Q3 journal based on impact factor from Web of Science Q1, Q2 journal. Then site score already I told you whatever Scopus is giving. SCJ Simagure CI Imago journal ranking from Scopus. So each subject area like physics, chemistry, medicine has its own ranking list. So a journal quartile depends on the field. So different field have different Q1, Q2, Q3 for journal. So SCI journal ranking. So SJR journal ranking. This use journal ranking indicator that measures the scientific influence of scholarly journal. It is developed by SCI lab who in Spain. They have developed it. If you see, so reflect the passage of the journal. You see key features of SCJR. Hello. Key features FCA journal, then features based on scope SCJ journals, when you ranking in the SCJ journal, then it is based on the Scopus citation data, focus scientific influence and prestige, measures quality of citation, not just quantity. Ranking, journals are ranked within the subject category Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. Published by SCMIU Lab, Spain, in collaboration with Elsevier. So SJR the journal ranking is there when they have ranked in the quality quartile ranking Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. And next, then after discussing all of this, are you getting bored, dear friends? Are you getting bored? Hello?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
Is it okay? Informative?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Very informative.
Okay. Let us discuss about what are the challenges in sustainable funding for R&D. Challenges. Lot of challenges we have. It is, I already told you, though our total GDP percentage is less allocation, but total allocation is very high. But what happens after allocation of the fund also? You see, Department of Biotechnology, Department of Science and Technology, Department of Scientific Industry and Research. They have got the whatever allocation they got, but it's underutilized. You see, in 2020 and 23, DBT used only 72% by estimated budget allocation. Where is the problem? Fund has been given by center, fund is given by government, only 72% used. DST only 61%, and DSRI only spent 69%. So, why these funds are not disbursed to the different university or research or to the I would say different colleges or whatever it may be? Why the procedure is so, I would say, difficult to get a project? These are all these things happens. Underutilized of budget. Whatever budget has been given, 72% budget, that means 70% only utilized. Okay? That means that 28% is underutilized. You see? Where the money has again returned, and these are things. Okay, and another, perhaps you already, those who are researchers, perhaps you can also know delay in disbursement. If you get a project from a funding agency, you have to wait where the fund will come. After, if the project is sanctioned today, you may get fund in before March. How it is? Why it is? You have a plan to do some research. Ultimately, you have to wait for this. So delay in grant and salary disbursement. So you have to employ research scholar, you have to employ junior research fellow, then you can plan and do the research. So delay in disbursement also in India is a big problem now. Uncertain government budget allocation. So suppose your project is allocated, you got a project. Still there is an uncertainty. Whether fund will be given, how much fund will be given, and then you have to be behind this again, funding agency, whether it will be grant or not. Lot of things is there still. These are some of the hindrances still is there. And another things, whatever I told you, insufficient private sector of investment. But if the private sector is higher, it is better. When private sectors come to the field, they will not see how much fund they are giving. If they feel that this much fund you have to give, they have to give to you, immediately they will give. And they need the result. Then you will also be very active, because you will be very much, I mean to say, compelled to do the research, and you have to employ the researcher. Okay, sorry. So these are the some of the hindrances there. Then okay, some suggestion has come. I have this suggestion not from my side. Is some good scientist or researcher has given this suggestion. How can India improve its R&D spending? Consistent investment. Science requires consistent. Suppose this year, in my case also, when I was in Tezpur University, 29 years I was in Tezpur University, I have seen that whatever project I have got 4 international projects and some other project from the national level also. This project, 1 year fund has given, for getting next year fund, lot of difficulties is there. Next year fund getting it is uncertain. Then how will plan your research? Sometimes this uncertainty maybe in the due to the I will say official procedures in the university also. Sometimes you have to see the UC. You are not sending UC or statement of expenditure. Perhaps you send it. After they will check it. Ultimately, it takes a lot of times. So this consistency is very difficult. You cannot engage your research scholar or your JRF without money. They need money. Suppose your fund is not continuing, immediately they will leave you. Again, you have to either he or she will come later on when fund will come, or if not come, then again you have to take another research scholar. So ultimately, you have something in your mind that is also is not fulfilled then regularly. That also been problem. Philanthropic funding, that is also not. Then suppose individual, corporation, foundation, they are not investing in India R&D through philanthropic funding. So this is also some of the I will say, if some really individuals, lot of wealthy persons are there, they feel that we need suppose pharmaceuticals or some medicinal plant. If they think that okay, we have to invest these areas, any areas, some corporation is better. Our researcher will be our teachers, researcher, or our students, that means aspirant. They will get a lot of benefited and they will be satisfied also. Okay, this area I want to do some research. I got some funding. That also very philanthropic funding also being necessary. This is whatever they are in developed countries. Here it is not there. Then industry academic collaboration, partnership between academia and industry. Because industry, in my case, I can say my own experience. Industry, suppose NRL, this organization, they came to me. They came to me. My whatever my findings is there, they want to adopt it or my technology. But I have to give three times presentation to them. Okay, after that they are not accepted because of that. They told that ultimately their fund will not be returned. Lot of things are there. Industry, academia, clearly our academician also, we are very much responsible. We are unable to have our own resource to focus to the industry. That I'll come later on. I'll say. Then venture capital and angel investigator, encouraging venture capital firms and an angel investor to invest R&D project with high potential for commercialization and can provide a significant source of funding. That is also not done. Then government initiative, that nowadays government has implemented Anusandhan National Research Foundation. Under this one advertisement was given, pair institution for doing research. Under this they have given some fund. So you just be careful. Under this ANRF, whether some fellowship also is coming for the students, for teachers also. Be careful and see this regularly. So government also encourage the research. It's not that they are not encouraging research. Some center of excellence, creation of National Research Foundation, Vaibhav Fellowship, Global Innovative Index 2020. India secured the 40th position in the latest Global Innovation Index. That is a good news. 2023 report, 40th position. That means we have earlier this position was not there, but it has been improved now. Atal New India Challenge is there. Announcement New Science Award, Bigyan Yuva Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar. Earlier Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar there, but now Bigyan Yuva Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar is there. Lot of postdoctoral fellowship, Prime Minister fellowship is there, postdoctoral fellowship is there, and this has been increased now. Earlier 300, it has been increased 1,000. Served Ramanujan fellowship is there, already been going on. Ramalinga Swami re-entry fellowship is there, served, and served visiting advanced joint research faculty scheme is there. Lot of scheme is I mean to say government has initiated for encouraging our research. Our allocation, though I already told you, GDP allocation seems to be less, but the allocation is not so less. Total allocation out of the GDP is increasing, the allocation is increasing. And already another thing I just told you, though our different organization, funding agency, government financing fund was given, but their full utilization is not yet done. Then let me tell about the what is innovation and what is R&D. R&D, it may take long time. R&D turns money into knowledge. So if you have to get some knowledge or get some, I'm going to say result, you must have to do the R&D. So R&D turns money into knowledge, but innovation create product and business out of the knowledge. So innovation final stage. That means and R&D it can take more times, but R&D the innovation very in a very short terms. Okay, so this innovation is more about bringing product and service to the market faster, and R&D is more about technology, how you develop the technology. Okay, so R&D might be a continuous process and stress out for many years, while innovation happens near term. So you should be keep it in mind. R&D it may takes for so getting some good results, sometimes some good findings. Sometimes it may take more times for R&D, but after getting the result, innovation will do the very faster. Okay, and you see the gap between academia and industry. If you see, everybody is telling about academia and industry interaction, but gaps, lot of gaps are there. All gaps we can divide into 4 categories: our engagement and awareness, our communication regarding needs and capabilities. So this is also our awareness is very less. We are less engaged. What our need to the industry, what our capabilities, how we exposure of academics to the industrial environment, vice versa. So these things are very less. Then learning and skill, industry relevant curriculum. Actually, our curriculum, whatever we develop in our university also, still we are not the very less number of industries there in this area. So industry requirement relevant curriculum we should develop, whatever we are not doing. Perception of role of industry internship in the academic curriculum. So NEP 2020, that is also so that our students are encouraged to go for an internship to, I would say, 2 credit hour or 60 contact hour internship during our summer vacation, other things that has been done, so that they can also learn at least maybe small period also. They can learn some skill, industry skill. And another learning and skill, industry ready graduate whose responsibility. Industry ready graduate, how we can, I would say, ready the industry related relevant, I would say some graduate, we can produce some graduate where industry is necessary. That is also a big question, because if we produce some graduate only industry necessary, whether they can be able, if they will not get any job in industry, what will be their fate? So all of these things is there. Idea to execution also one of the main point category. Appetite for risk taking in academic versus industry. IP ownership, this is a big question. IP ownership, sometimes you get a fund from somewhere, after that you get some IP, then ownership will be a big problem for that. This is also a big question. Now, so all this policy should be there, clear policy. Nurturing startup from an academic campus industry, right? So that is also nowadays in some of the university it is going on. Industry academy, this nurturing startup, some startup is going on now. That's a good news. Border areas, number 4 gap. Role of industrial consortia in enhancing academic research. That is also very gap. Industry consortia, how they have evaluated their requirement with our academic research. Because nowadays most of the industry, they have their own R&D lab. They are not depends upon the, I will say, academic lab. That is a more overall consortia. Their role has been very important for academic research. Socially relevant research, vis-a-vis application specific. Socially relevant, generally industry less socially relevant research is there. So application, they are very much application specific. So all these things has created a lot of problem. Now another things I would like to tell you, this one, you see, Nowadays, if you have to find a, suppose you are applying for a research, you are applying for a research project, then their technology readiness level, you have to write the technology readiness level. That means your technology, after doing your research project, at what level you are, I mean to say, feeling about whatever level you have a idea to get the research level, technology readiness level, whether your technology is ready or not, different readiness level is there. You see, TRL1, technology readiness level 1 up to TR9, different readiness level is there. And here, one side, academic and knowledge development, other side, industry, business development. There is a collaboration with suppose if the technology development is done. Then, in this case, if we in up to the technology readiness level 3, we are generally we are considered as a basic technology research. Nowadays, the funding agency, if you have to show that you just want to do some basic technology research, they are unable, they are not interested to give you the project. But then more if you go ahead, then up to the suppose up to technology readiness level, if you just mentioned, I will achieve the technology readiness level 6. Then what is the technology development? That means and prototype. You can able to find out the technology development prototype from your research. Technology demonstration process should be there. After that, TRL 6, other TR 7, TRL 8, and TRL 9, this is the business. Then you can go for a business, market launch, commercialization. Then industry will take part. You have a technology, proven technology, prototype technology, then industry will come to you. Okay, you have a technology, that technology will be very much beneficial for me. I'll give you this much of money. You just find out, finally give the technology to us for market. You cannot go for marketing. It is very difficult. Market launch. Market launch only can be done by industry. There are different products are there. That technology they will take and they will make it. So currently the research proposal, research project, they are encompasses with this technology readiness level. Earlier, most of the people, including us also, we were very busy with basic technology research. So basic technology, you can get the some knowledge, idea. Okay, this technology, if you can develop a technology. But TR6, again, you have to include in your research. If you have to give a proposal, then you have to include in your research TR6. For a prototype development, technology development, what will be the fund necessary for you after you're getting a knowledge development, then technology development. After the technology development, you go for patenting. If you do it patent, then industry will come forward. That patent they will purchase, you will get the benefit. This is the way actually developed countries are doing. Wherever we are lacking for this, we are unable to go this up to the TL6. We are very much satisfied with TL3 or sometimes TL4 also, technology demonstration. Okay. So for UGC, perhaps now let me come to my friends to the UGC research project type. UGC, we are, must know about the research different. They have a minor research project proposal. They have a major research project proposal. Mainly minor research project, young faculties, 1 lakh to 5 lakhs, like you can see, UGC website. And eligibility, permanent faculty member, PhD must be there. Then key component, how you have to write the proposal, this is already been there. You can see how you can write the, I'm going to say, the framework of the research proposal. You have to see it, all everything there, measure you can get up to 20 lakhs. Duration to 3 years, but minor research 2 years up to, very less. So these things you can develop yourself. At least you can, if you are a good researcher, I am very happy. Okay, it might be. Or if you are doing research, start research also, I am good, very good. I am very happy. And if you want to newly one research project you want to give, then start from the minor research project. Then major research project. First you just with the minor research project. Then it will be give you some ideas, project and this, all these things, and it will be so encouraged. Suppose I can say, in your name, one paper has published in a good journal. How I'm going to say, this delightness will come to you. Nobody can explain. Same thing was happened to me, so I can share my, so I am sharing. Same thing, when my first paper was published in a good journal, really, that day I was so happy. And I saw another researcher was there, he was near by me, he was from mathematics department. So when his research paper is published, He took all the researcher to the canteen and he gave a big party. Like way. This is the way of you to enjoy the research. And I told you, if you are able to find out the research proposal idea and publish something, anything, research from the research, it will really pay you not today, maybe another also. Be careful. If you think it's a business, it's a beneficial business, I can say. But I should not say it is a business. Research is your own creation, your own thinking, own mind, and your own ideas. This is a very, very important thing, research. I told you earlier, bread and butter. When you have a butter, certainly you will get a more bread, good bread. Then perhaps you know this also, Dr. D.S. Kothari postdoctoral fellowship, UGC, that you can see, this also, young researcher. Then STRIDE project is there, transdisciplinary India developing economy. So this is the one scheme for transdisciplinary research is there. That also you have to see, a lot of people are getting nowadays STRIDE. Different discipline people come together and give a project on STRIDE. You can get it, STRIDE project. Another important thing, though CARE now, this CARE has been, going to be consortium. This consortium is going to be stopped by the UGC, but still these are 4 universities was there where CARE journals were published, listed. Jawaharlal Nehru University, Test University, MS University of Baroda, University of Hyderabad, all this. So this consortium of academic and research ethics might be, it will be going to, stop by the UGC. So this is another Spark project. Under Spark project, some international, research, you can join research project, Indian Forest Institute. If you have a good rapport with the Indian some scientists or foreign scientists, foreign scientists, you can also give project under the Spark project. It's a very good amount of money has been given by UGC. Try it. Then, so this slide I just you remove it. Then in the part of vision also earlier a lot of project was given, but now it has been stopped. And then accreditation for accreditation also uses some Paramus project is there. Then ICR research project, ICSR. So those are from humanities. This is very beneficial for them. Most of the time they have given the advertisement for ICSR research project. You just see it. It's a very important small amount, maybe minor research project up to 5 lakhs. But if you get only 1 lakh also starting, no problem. 2 lakhs also, because their duration also very, very less. Maybe 3 months mainly, 4 months, 5 months, like way. Maybe 1 year. If you do right now, do good work, again they will give you project. So this is a good thing. Everybody can participate. Then, but you have to see the eligibility also. PhD might be there. 2 research publications, at least you need the publication. I think sponsor research project also been given by the ICSSR. Okay. The DST also, you can regularly visit the DST site, DST research proposal. So these are for all institutions. So you have to regularly visit this, and so this is the one of the site where you can get the project proposal, submit the project proposal, funding agency. I already told you different and how to apply. There is a DST website you can go. Now it is online application is there. E-Promise you can apply. So these are things. Just I'll give you idea. So these are some of the area is there. Then DBT also on big funding agency. DBT is there. So you just see the focus area there. All biological related most of the time. So but in case of DBT, you can align with your research with the DBT. Maybe different from different department. Even I can say from the DBT, our electronics department also gets some project. So that the alignment is important. So MOA, Ministry of Information Electronics Ministry is there also you can get the project. Okay. So NEP, so all this, whatever I discussed mostly NEP, these things actually nowadays it has been encompassed with the NEP requirement. So this is so NEP is concerned, 3 institutions is there. One is the research intensive universities. Those universities place equal emphasis on teaching and research. Most of the universities in Assam and India, they are on the teaching and research incentives. Some are the teaching incentive universities. They are only to impart teaching. So this type of university also been there. Autonomous degree granting colleges is also there. So perhaps you know this autonomous, lot of autonomous degree the granting colleges also been already been established. So perhaps this is I like to focus on this before my concluding. Multidisciplinary and interdisciplinary research. NEP emphasize on this. Okay, so any complex problem, you have to make a group from different discipline and submit a project. Then you can go the project and you can get a good result. You can go the TRL level. You can achieve the TRL level, and so free journal database. These are free journals. Sudganga, Sudhi, Indian Citation Index, MList. Nowadays, uh, uh, one nation, one subscription. So that also been coming. So you can go lot of database from that. One nation, one subscription. Okay. Then digital library and national digital library also been there. You can be a member of that. So all this, then PubMed, all are this gestor. You can see open access. All this you can get the journal list, because journal is also necessary before going with your good publication and good submission of project. One nation, one subscription has come today. So that is under this you can get lot of journal, because you need your area journal. So that is actually I have highlighted some database. So this is not necessary. This is not necessary. To a better R&D and innovative system. So India R&D is mostly supported by the central government through extramural funding, UGC, ISSR, ICMR, DST, DBT, and similar organization. So this is in conclusion, I would like to say India have a capability. You and myself, we have a capability. We are generally keep away ourselves from the research. We told that the research we are giving less time for the research, but we have a own thinking of the research that this is a proposal we can give. We are searching also less. We are less submitting the research proposal. I hope all will do better for the in future. With this, I would like to conclude. Thank you. And anybody have any queries? Hello.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for a very wonderful deliberation.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Very, very
Thank you.
informative.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
Okay.
So I request the
Sir.
participants to, if you have any questions, comments to share with sir, please do now.
Good evening, sir. This is Dr. Nesra from NET Institute of Communication from Karnataka. Sir, I have a question for you, sir.
Please wait. I think sir is disconnected.
Yes, sir. We will wait, sir.
Queries, please. It was disconnected. I am so sorry. Please.
Hello, sir.
Please.
Sir, myself, I'm Dr. Nesra from NET Institute of Communication from Karnataka.
Okay.
First of all, I want to thank you for delivering such a wonderful presentation, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, I have a question for you.
Okay,
That is, when it comes to R&D, research and development, and that too when industries are concerned, they also want to always innovate. They also always want to incorporate new technologies. In that way, how academia can collaborate with industry? Okay, can there be a bridge between academia and industry, sir? That's what my
Okay.
question is.
Yeah. Very important question. And for my case also, I have got this, I will say, experience. When I go into the NRL for giving my project, 3 times I presented. But the requirement actually, sometimes our academicians are failed to get the requirement of the industry. This is the gap we have. If we have the requirement of industry before going for a industry, that what type of industry is there, what their actual requirement, and how their turnover will come from your project. Generally, they are profit-making organization. Their interest is that they are a business. So
True,
you
sir.
have to find out what are the requirement of them. Uh, Based on this requirement, you have to prepare your project. It is not that industry will not support you. But in my case also, they told that you prepare like this. Later on, I have joined in different. I got different other project, government project. So I thought that why I'll go behind them, and after that I joined here. So this is the case actually. Industry, their requirement is somehow different. Whatever our, I already told you tier level, technology readiness level. So that means our interest to go only to technology readiness level up to 3 or 6 maximum. But their interest to ultimately you have to give the product to them. This is your technology, that much capacity. Lot of industry also, lot of people are also now working. Product, that means technology. They need the technology. So on the basis of this, you have to evaluate yourself, your proposal. Is okay? Thank you.
Yes, sir. I agree with you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, okay. Yes, nice. Anybody, anything is there? So
Any
it
other
is not.
questions from participants?
Okay.
Okay, if there is no more questions, I think we can come to the conclusion of the session. I
Okay.
think most of the questions are already answered during your presentation, as the presentation is very lucid and clear and
Okay.
very informative. So,
Thank you.
on behalf of MMDTC Tezpur University, sir, we'd like to express our gratitude to you, sir, for conducting this very wonderful and useful session. And I'm sure that all our participants are greatly benefited, and definitely this will help them also to navigate the research field in their own economics life and institutions. So we look forward to have similar discussions in our future programs as well, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me and give me an opportunity to interact with faculty members from different across India. And I am very happy to see that this session, I have found out that faculty members or academicians, they have participated from different part of India. So
Yes.
much happy. I am so much happy. Thank you. In
Thank you.
future also, I'll. Okay.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
So thank you all the participants for attending these additional sessions.